What's up, guys? My name is Jax, and we are playing Disturbed, a story based game about a farmer whose farm is failing, and so he is left to resort to other things. So let's get into this story and see where it takes us. Another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops are beginning to wilt, and your cow is sick. For some time, the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day, you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you. You've made up your mind. You are going to do something about it. You stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. Go to the crops, go in the house, or go in the shed. I want to go to the shed. You attempt to open the shed door, but the door won't budge. You remember locking it some time ago, but you can't remember what you did with the key. Oh, well, that's dumb. Well, I guess I'm going to check the crops. A path divides the crops you've labored so hard to prosper these past months. A penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away and time is running short. Follow the path, go into the pen. Let's go in the pen. Ooh. A toxic fume burns your nose as you enter the pen. Your poor cow lays lifeless on the ground as a growing blight slowly begins to consume her body. You feel sick to your stomach as you stand there, especially as you stare at the black mushrooms that dot the ground. Ugh! Why is there a decayed cow? Inspect the water. Maybe it's the water. You inspect the water looking for anything abnormal. You notice that the water has a dark consistency to it. Dropping a stone into it, black particles from the bottom swirl about like a thunderstorm. Your face shrivels in dust. Huh. Okay. Let's just take a mushroom with us. Oh, God. You kneel down and grab a mushroom. As you begin to rip it out of the ground, a cloud of spore sprays from the mushroom. Your hands begin to burn and melt as you observe, oh my God, my hands are melting. Slowly, your body shrivels up into a dark, moist consistency as the poison spreads. Holy shit. You die, eventually after crawling about on the ground. Oh, great, this is a mistake. Your adventure ends here. Well, that's not fair. All right, let's try again. Let's skip all this. Oh, okay. Let's go in the house this time. Entering the house, you feel a subtle uneasiness, as if the growing blight outside has penetrated the walls of your safe haven. From what you see, however, everything is the same as you left it. Perhaps this may be a good time to just lay in bed and wish that your problems would just go away. You fight the notion, but the temptation is still there. I want to lay down. I want to sleep. Ooh, what's in the chest? You open the chest to find nothing more than a pile of papers. It seems you have less valuables than you anticipated. You close the chest. Great, I'm broke. Dear Journal, another usual day on the farm. The crops are growing with good health. Bethann is also doing quite well, never disappointed with the milk she provides. If things continue to go well, I might be able to invest in more animals. A farmer can only be social with a cow. So social with a cow. I hate milk. Ugh. Dear Journal, today has been an unfortunate day. Somebody broke into my shed and stole some things. I usually don't mind if someone steals a bite to eat from the garden, but to take my equipment? Well, I put a lock on the door and hid the key. Nobody will ever get to my stuff again. All right, where'd you put the key, though? Where'd I put the key? Dear Journal, I woke up one night to a foul smell I have never come across before. I took a step outside to see what I could find, but I found nothing after searching about the farm. Whatever it is, it must be bad. I should make a trip to the city to see what this is about. Maybe it's the cow you smelt. You probably smelt your cow. Let's lay in bed. Maybe the key's in bed. You lay in your bed and fall asleep to the light sound of wind blowing outside against the grass. You begin to hear whispers and chants, but you can't make anything of it. An image appears before you, a stone, glowing as if it were alive. The chants get louder as your vision grows in more detail. You reach toward the stone with your hand. As your finger makes contact, a clash of thunder rattles around you. Your clothing and skin start to flake away like dust in the wind. The particles flow into the stone, sapping the life from your body. Great, I died again. Really? You feel pain you have never experienced before, and fear begins to flood over you. You suddenly see yourself laying in bed, never to wake up again. I died again. Your adventure ends here. Of course it does. So clearly laying in bed is a mistake, and taking mushrooms is a mistake. Let's see what else there is. Let's do auto. Ah, no. All right, let's go back to the crops. Um, so I went into the pen. Obviously, the mushrooms are bad, so let's follow the path. You continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave in the distance. You pause, questioning if there could be something helpful in there. Let's go in the cave. I'm gonna die in the cave, aren't I? There's a faint whistle from the wind passing between the rocks. The temperature significantly cools as you enter the cave. You notice that there is a different smell, but you welcome it compared to the deathly blight found outside. Let's just go with it, guys. Oh my god, it's a bear. Before you take your next step, a large bear emerges from the darkness. You realize that you have made a terrible mistake, even thinking that something helpful can be in here. Not true. Let's fight the bear. We're gonna fight it, guys. You scan the ground and notice that there are numerous rocks numerous rocks you can grab to throw at the bear. You begin to do so as the bear approaches you. One after the other, you throw the rocks as hard as you can. Oh my god, I'm not gonna puncture this bear with the rocks. The bear charges at you as you bend over to grab another rock, tackling you to the ground. The bear bites into your neck. Your body quickly goes limp and you die. Your adventure ends here. Well, that's not fun. Oh my gosh. Let's go to preferences and we're going to skip scene messages. Okay, that works. Let's see. We're gonna go back to the crops and we're gonna go up the path even further. Follow the path and continue down the path. You come to a stop as you stumble upon a broken wagon. Well, just inspect the wagon. You look around, you look about the mess and find bits of food and clothes scattered around the scene. You notice a key on the ground during your search. Is that the key to my shed? You pick up the key and continue on your way. After it felt like an hour or two, you reach a bridge. Nearby the path is a small shack, similar to the house you have on your farm. The man that lives here is a kind fellow, from what you recall. Maybe he's home. Let's inspect the shack. You walk around the structure and knock on the door. You scratch the back of your head, figuring that the person that lives here is currently occupied, if not elsewhere. You remember picking up a key from the wagon, and you use it on the door. The door unlocks. You decide to help yourself in. I feel like that should be you decide to let yourself in. Help yourself in just sounds weird. I don't know if that's just me, but you guys can let me know if you think that sounds weird. Observing the empty room, you realize something terrible must have taken place here. The room is a wreck, just like the wagon. You are overcome with fear as you think of the man that used to dwell here. There's a trap door. Let's look at the books. You pick up the book and start to flip through the pages. You discover that this is a journal. Reading a passage or two can't hurt. Today's trading went smoothly, thank goodness. What I'm thrilled most about, however, is what one of my buddies mentioned to me at the conclusion of our day. Apparently, there is a pond nearby that has some of the biggest fish in the region. With a good catch, I can make enough to move things forward. I was caught off guard when he mentioned that nobody had been able to catch anything, or to catch any from there. I guess your typical fishing rod won't do the trick. But what can be done about it? What can be done about it then? Something to be intrigued about, I suppose. These past couple weeks have been really rough for me. My trading business has gone under and I've lost nearly everything I own. This has pushed me to extremes, but that can't be helped now. I am leaving this place forever, never to return. The land is dying and there's nothing but darkness here. Anyone reading this should leave while they can. I am going to take that as a valid warning. You can't find a name to give this man, but regardless of the name, you got chills running down your spine. Well, yeah, he just told you to leave. What's in this trapdoor? You observe the trapdoor and notice a lock keeping it closed. With the key, you unlock the hatch and get it open. Who uses the same key for a trapdoor and their front door? Without thinking, you travel downward. Oh God! Walking down the steps Walking down the steps leading below, the air attacks your body with a piercing cold. You notice immediately that there's a woman chained to the wall. Oh my God, who was this person? She doesn't seem to notice you as you study her. You feel darkness surrounding you as you stay in this awful place. Well, let's talk to her. We're down here, right? You tremble as you try to form words in your mouth. You there! Let me out of here! The pressure of such a demand makes you freeze. You take a moment to think about the situation before you respond. What got you locked up to begin with? That's a dumb-ass question. You'll never believe me, even if I told you the truth. Something brought you here. Please, have mercy on me. I'm gonna let her go, but I feel like maybe she's a witch and she's gonna, like, kill me. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I think she's gonna kill me. You approach the woman and unlock the shackles that bind her. As her arms become free, she moans in pain. Oh, thank you so much. The woman struggles to regain her strength but starts to stand up on her own. As she gets up, she turns toward you. Oh, here we go, guys. Here's the oh shit. I will now do you a favor. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. What seemed to be the face of a helpless woman disappears as a horrible image manifests itself before you. You feel the chilling grip of bone hands lock onto your arms. Energy flees from your body and you fall to your knees. You feel the essence of your life slip away as everything goes black. It's unfortunate that your journey ends here. It's unfortunate? I tried to be nice and she killed me. And I knew she was going to do it. I should have let her go and then run, but that wasn't an option. So, let's go. We're going to go back again through the crops, following the path. We're going to go down the path. We're going to inspect the wagon, but we're not going to go in the house. Or maybe I should go in the house and see what happens when I leave her there. Yeah, let's see what happens if I just leave her there. Open the trap door. It's a woman! We'll talk to her and then we're going to say no. And then see what happens. Decline. I will not. No, don't go! With nothing else to interact with, you make your way up the stairs. As you exit, you can hear the woman laugh behind you. The voice causes the shack to shake. You leave the shack as fast as you could. Ooh, okay, so she was evil. You leave the shack and cross the bridge before something bad happens. Oh, God. You cross the bridge safely and continue down the trail. After all that has happened, you feel that you should take a moment to rest. I'm gonna die under this tree now, aren't I? Find a calm spot under the tree and sit down. Getting comfortable, you tilt your head back against the tree and gaze into the sky. Let's pick at the grass first. As you pick at the grass blades in your reach, the ground begins to shake. Before you can get up, roots from below sprout from the ground and wrap around your legs. Oh, God, come on! You turn around to see a large, angry face looking back at you. Your jaw drops in horror. No sound or scream escapes your tongue as the tightening grip of the roots squeeze what air is left from your body. Your adventure ends here. Stupid tree. All right, let's see what happens if I sleep beneath the tree, huh? Following the path, and we continue down the path. I'm gonna continue what I did just because I feel like that. Well, maybe I just crossed. Oh, it still has the rest. Okay, so take a nap. Your eyes close and your body relaxes. You fall asleep within seconds. As your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. Oh, God. Details emerge as you gaze. You wonder who this might be. A bad feeling then overcomes you, and you realize who this is. You try to wake yourself up. You wake up and jump to your feet, looking about yourself and your surroundings. All seems well. You can't help but feel fearful that something bad will happen to you if you stay here. Moving forward seems like the only logical option now. Oh, there is a forward. You reach a point where the trail splits into two paths. Which way should you go? Well, right is right, guys? We'll go right. You reach the end of the pathway. In the distance is a tower looking over the area. A gate secures passage to the area with a wall around the property. Also of interest, there is a tree that has a hole carved into it. Oh, I'm going to look at the tree. You approach the tree and notice the hole is big enough to fit your hand in it. You look and see something shiny in the hole, as if it were metal. Feeling around with your hand, you find 3 knobs. One on the right, one centered in the middle, and one on the left. Oh, God, I'm going to press them. Which one, guys? Right is right. We're going to press the right one. Nope, middle one. Left. The knobs lock in place. You wait for a moment, but nothing happens. It must be some sort of combination. All right, let's try middle, left, right. The knobs lock in place. You wait for a moment, nothing happens. All right. Let's do left, middle, right. Nope. Middle, right, left. Okay, what did I not do? So I did middle, left, right, middle, right, left. I did left, middle, right. I did think I did right, middle, left. Do right, left, middle. Nope. Left, right, middle. How many combinations are there, guys? Oh my God, what am I missing? Middle, left, right. Middle, right, left. What am I missing, guys? I'm missing something here. Right, middle, left. Come on! Fine, I'm gonna leave the tree. I'm not gonna mess with that. Obviously, I don't know what I'm doing. So, let's go to the gate. You approach the gate cautiously. Okay. Ooh. Standing before the tower, your heart begins to sink. This is no doubt the birthplace of the spreading plague. We found it! There's a fountain before you with statues on your right and left. Let's look at the statue on the right. Before you stands an old angel statue that is broken in many areas. With one hand, the angel is holding some sort of bowl, while the other hand is hovering over the bowl. You notice that there is only 2 remaining fingers on the angel's other hand. You feel you should keep your distance and just observe the statue. Let's check the one on the left. You see an old statue of an angel that has been consumed by vines of thorns. Of thorn? This should be thorns, right? The angel is holding a book in one hand and the other with a finger pointed up towards the sky. You feel it best to leave the statue alone. Okay, let's inspect the fountain. There is a dark haze about the fountain. The water is black and the smell burns with every breath. You feel a slight pull towards the fountain as if it were calling for something. Okay, let's enter the tower then. You approach the door. As you reach for the doorknob, an invisible barrier stops you. It must be some sort of magic. Oh, I have to go back and work on the tree. I have to work on the tree. Oh my God, you can press them more than once. Right, right, right. Nope. Nope, I didn't want to leave the tree. Oh, this sucks now. There's so many combinations now. Left, middle, left. Middle, right, middle. Middle, middle, left. I think I did that one. Let's do left, left, right. Oh my God, left, left, middle. I think I did that one too. Right, right, middle. Nope. Oh my God, middle, middle, left. I think I did that one again too. I think I'm repeating myself. Right, right, left. Oh, I did it! You hear the rumbling of rocks as the ground starts to shift underneath you. Everything goes dark and you sink below the surface. The hole above you seals up, trapping you underground. God damn it, I didn't do it. Oh no, I did do it! You find yourself with no evident way out but the path before you into the darkness. Your only choice is to move forward. You see 3 separate paths within the walls of the cavern. Which path do you choose? Right has not failed me yet, so let's go with right. The passage divides before you. Where do you go? Let's go left. You walk forward in the dark, unsure of what lies beyond. Oh my God, another 2 paths, so go right. A boat! As you make your way forward, you discover a large cavern. An old-looking ship rests against the edge of the lake with debris scattered around the surrounding areas. Inspect the ship. You cautiously walk down towards the ship. The air is chilling and you fear it won't be a good idea to stay too long. The possibility of discovering something that can help you drives you to explore. You climb aboard, and I missed whatever else that was. As you take a moment to observe your surroundings, you are only welcomed, that's supposed to be by, not my, the trickle of water brushing against the wood of the ship. The water of the ship. You move about to see where you can go. Every footstep you take feels heavy as you hear the sound of wood cracking under your feet. You feel this ship has been here for quite some time. You explore under the deck of the ship. Nothing but the sound of your footsteps bounce about the structure of the ship. From one room to another, you come to discover a kitchen. Although there's nothing unique about it, you feel you should take a moment to inspect it. Okay, inspect the oven. You see a lone pot resting upon the dusty stove top. You gaze downward and open the oven door. Nothing but ash fill the oven chamber. You close the oven door. You pull out one out after another, finding that they have been emptied. Dust spreads around the air as you disturb their rest. Checking underneath, you discover a rusty knife resting on the floor. You find that there are plenty of hardened rat droppings dotting the edge of the wall. You take the knife in hopes that you may defend yourself with it. All right. You continue your lonely tour of the ship, only to find that there's nothing of use to your value. You make your way back to the deck and decide to continue your search. Again, you find nothing much but empty rooms, left to remain in the dark solitude. You discover a door with fancy markings about the woodwork. Perhaps this is where the captain resided. You discover the room of the captain. Unlike the other parts of the ship, everything seems to have been left alone in this room. Before you rest an old wooden desk with papers and assumed belongings of the captain. There's a small bed. There's a small bed off near the corner of the room and some chairs in the other. You have a feeling deep down that you shouldn't take anything other than the lamp and other objects. Okay, so don't take anything, but take the other objects and the lamp. There's a small stack of papers in contrast to a lone paper resting by itself. Approaching the desk, you begin to inspect the papers resting on the desk. Lone document. Notice to the crew. Due to our unexpected predicament, everyone is being split up into two groups. Two of three. Why am I adding words? Scouting assignments will be given until we find a more habitable place to settle. For now, we must do what we can. Peering about the pages of this collective pile of documents, you realize that most of these are personal notes or journal entries. You pick a few to begin to read. Day 7. The voyage has gone quite smooth as we begin our second week away from home. The spirits of the men are high as we anticipate the discovery of new lands that lie beyond our documented knowledge. It has been my dream to accomplish something world-changing. Together we move forward with full hearts and unbreakable spirits. Day 66. It has been just over 2 months at sea, and we have yet to discover anything new. We have suffered through many storms, and sickness has plagued the ship recently. Several of my favored crew have passed on to the next life. I see the growing doubt in the eyes of my fellow laborers as our voyage continues day after day. Food rations have been cut in half in fears that we may have to turn back. I dare not let myself think of failure. Those men who have lost their lives, the sacrifices to make this voyage possible, I cannot let them be in vain. Oh God, how many pages am I going to read? Day 91. It has come to roughly 3 months out here on the endless blue. With much pain, we have turned around. Yes, we are headed for home port. We have just enough food to make it back. I just hope we have a smooth journey back. The spirits of the crew are low and bitter due to our failure. I do not let myself get caught up in thinking of it. Truly, we did not intend for this to happen. All right, we're going to leave this. Seeing as that there's little to see, you take your leave. The wood under your feet crackle as you exit the vessel. Make your way back to where the tunnel divides. I'm going to go left. Was that where I went? Oh, we move forward in the darkness. 3 separate paths. Is this the same 3? Let's go forward. Cautiously step forward into the darkness. Come to a divide. Which way will you go? Let's go left. You hear a subtle echo of shifting rocks before you. Oh my God! An eye appeared before you as its gaze pierces the darkness. Before you can do anything, tentacles burst from the ground and grip your body. It pulls you about, but you resist as much as you can. You remember the knife you have found and struggle to bring it out. With success, you hold the knife and begin to cut away the appendages that bind you. The room vibrates as you do cut, and the creature immediately leaves you alone. It takes you a moment to catch your breath. You come to a divide. Which way do you go? I knew that knife would come in handy. I knew it. Continue your way into the darkness. 3 separate paths. Well, let's go forward again. Is this the same? It is. So let's go right. The path you walk comes to an end, but before you shines a pillar of light. The light rests on a corpse that seems to have been here for quite some time. Near the corpse stands a lone flower. For some reason, you feel hope enter your heart as you gaze upon the flower. This flower is going to kill me, isn't it? There's something special about this scene, but you can't put your finger on it. Perhaps it may be the best to leave in reverence for now. Leave in reference. Come to divide. Which way do you go? Let's go left, because that's obviously what puts me back in the middle. So let's go left, guys. Our last option. Cautiously make your way through the darkness. Let's go up to the right. You struggle forward as the way before you becomes completely dark. You notice that there's a light off in the distance. You can continue to make your way forward. Eventually, you make it into some sort of concrete room. Turning around, you see a hole in the wall where you came from. Your guess is that it wasn't part of the initial design. You turn around to see a door. There being a little to nothing in the room, you decide to move on through the doorway. Oh, I'm in the house finally, right? Or whatever I was trying to get into. You find yourself in what looks like a basement. You turn about to discover that in each direction there is a door. Boxes of supplies and debris litter the floor and corners of the room. You notice that there are several markings on the doors and floor, some of which scare you. You've got a bad feeling about this place. I'll inspect the supplies. I might need something. You walk about the room, browsing through the dust-covered storage. You find some rope in one of the boxes. It feels strong to the touch and has minimal wear. You decide to take it with you. Thank God I need that. Let's do the left door since the left path was my answer. Small room with a hole in the wall. There are other objects in the room, but nothing of them interests you. Okay. You move forward in the darkness. Oh my God, I'm right back where I started, right? Okay, so go. I went right, right? Yes. Yep, okay, so I went back to where I was. So let's go middle. You enter a room full of metal cages. Before you is a hallway marked with questionable markings. You don't like the feeling you have about this place. Whatever was in these cages surely did not like to be locked up. You notice that there is an animal in the cage on the left of the room, but from the dark stains on its fur, it's dead. Oh, sad. You cautiously walk down the hallway, entering a room with 2 cell doors. Oh my God, I'm gonna die now. Before you can do anything, a large hound leaps in front of you. The beast doesn't look very vicious, but one wrong move can surely be the end of you. You pull out the knife and prepare for an attack. The dog reacts and starts to growl at you. The hound dashes at you and sinks his teeth into you. Even with the knife, you merely cut the beast before it knocks the knife out of your hand. You don't survive long and die a painful death. Your adventure ends here. Ah, great. Well, that's all the time I got for this episode, guys. Don't forget to comment down below if you have played this before, or give it a thumbs up if you think this is an interesting game. I will have a part 2 and I will finish this game. So, oh my God, okay. No, damn it, damn it, damn it, what is this shit? Come on. No. Yes! Okay. Stripes. Gotcha. Quick fire challenge. Love is in the air. Choose